Disabled children who sometimes present challenging behaviour or have complex healthcare needs are often supported by carers working in residential short break centres.
Blockhouse Project's a small 4-bedded residential unit. It offers short breaks to approximately 25 children every 4 weeks. Children's care packages often get bigger as they get older, and that reflects the strain that the families experience as they go through the years of caring for children with high care needs.
Sam's 14 years old and is being diagnosed with epilepsy and severe learning difficulties and autistic spectrum. Before he had Clockhouse, he was just on the roof. He was just unbearable, unmanageable, and it was really stressful, really. We get, 1 night's sleep a week when he does come here because he's in our bed basically every night.
And this little piggy went wee wee. It's important that we don't try and replicate what happens in the home, but that the atmosphere feels homely.
Alex is 17 and the staff are building up his independence skills.
You've been coming to Clockhouse a long time, haven't you?
Since I was 7.
7? You came when you were 7?
Yeah.
What kind of food do you like best?
Pizza.
We're professional carers. We're here to try and make a difference to young people so that we can help them learn socially acceptable behaviour and often put into place things that parents may struggle with.
By doing ordinary activities like helping in the kitchen and keeping their bedrooms tidy, the young people are encouraged to learn life skills.
By helping them develop their own skills, we're helping them stay within their family and within their community, and that's what is our main role.
Have you started making your own bed yet?
I did
Good.
it last Thursday morning.
Did you? I'm pleased about that because I think it's about time. We've been talking about that for a while, haven't we? And what about setting the washing machine off? Can you do your own washing machine? Put your things in the washing machine? Not yet. Oh, that's next. That's coming next. Oh, no.
Residential centres offer a high ratio of carers to young people, providing round-the-clock support no ordinary family could manage for long. All sorts of people become short-break carers.
I worked in a laboratory when I left school. I didn't like working for anybody else, so I worked for myself. And I went into the antiques trade and did that for 30 years.
I'm a qualified nurse by profession. I worked for 14 years back home before I came into this country.
I was just doing, I think, dead-end jobs, and I've got like fed up of them all, and I thought I want to do something more fulfilling, with my life.
We ask that people have experience with adults with learning disabilities or children with learning disabilities, but in the main we find that people are coming forward with mainstream children's experience, or they've worked with adults with learning disabilities. A lot of our carers have actually come forward as volunteers or as casual carers and have worked their way up through the system.
Hold it by its legs like that,
Yeah.
and it'll calm down.
If carers can understand young people, are patient and are willing to take the time to understand their needs and try and meet their needs, then all the other things can fall into place through training and experience.
You're going to do some aromatherapy this afternoon, Amy?
Every month, once a month, they do supervision with the management, and they go through with what sort of training you need and what you want to do.
You need to do some course, and there are some which are mandatory. Without those, you cannot go to work anywhere.
Coming into this job, one of the worrying facts is the training. You haven't done any training for 30 years, and the worrying point is that you're going to make a complete idiot of yourself. But I found this not to be the case at all.
Look after the kids, teach them independent skills. I think it's very important for kids to have male role models as well. To understand that there's male people out there that really care for kids and the female, not just the female. People tend to think that because they're female, it's a natural sort of thing towards the kids, but males are just as good.
Come on then, Sam.
One of the things that we work very hard in is bedtime routines. We can't have one child disturbing all the other children. We do have times where new children struggle to go to bed and get into the routine, but we keep at it. And if that means that somebody has to sit outside their bedroom all night and gently turn them round and show them back to bed, then that's what we do.
There we are, Sam.
It's about establishing good behaviour and getting children into good routines. And that can be quite distressing at times for parents.
It's such a strenuous part on my wife and myself's life. As I say, he's in our bed most of the time, so for me to get a good night's sleep, I sometimes take myself to his bed, and it's not an ideal situation, but that's our life really, so we do need Clockhouse.
They worry that they're failing, that they can't do what we can do. And of course they can't, because they're just, very hard-working parents. They can't be 2 or 4 or 5 people as we can be.
If Sam couldn't have Clockhouse, it'd just be horrendous. I don't know how we'd cope. It'd be really... I'd say that the family probably would fall apart, really, because he's so demanding.
Sam, after he's had his bath and a bit of supper, will be taken up to bed, and he goes to bed very well and sleeps through until the next morning. And whilst, and that's not what happens at home.
They treat him with the dignity and respect that he needs, and they just look after him like they're one of his own, really.
Job satisfaction. I've never had so much job satisfaction.
I feel like as if I've achieved something with my life, not another, everyday job sort of thing. So it's more fulfilling. I've never been bored with this sort of job. I've been doing it for 3 years, and I enjoy it every day whenever I come into it.
Going home and thinking, wow, I've had a really good day, I've helped the children, and I don't know, it's just that feel-good factor, I don't know.